Meet Charlie, a charismatic waiter with the resilience of a rubber band and a smile that could melt even the crustiest of patrons. Working on the high seas for a cruise line was his lot in life, not because he was particularly fond of water, or ships, or serving ungrateful guests, but because adventure and the scent of duty-free perfumes called to him. The thing about cruise lines, Charlie had learned, was that the wind doesn't always blow in the favor of the crew when it comes to gratuities. Flashback to last Tuesday when a particularly frugal but jolly family decided to thank him with just a firm handshake and an empty plate. "Never mind," he mused. "You're here for the experience, not the hair-raising scream of economics." Then there was Nancy, his fellow waiter, who had the stealth of a cat and ears that could catch grumbling grievances from across the deck. She sidled up to him one evening, cup of overpriced coffee in hand, saying, "You know, Charlie, some guests were told that whole gratuity is optional spiel, don't you think?" Charlie, optimistically oblivious, replied, "Why, Nancy, should one's spirit be burdened with the lack of gold in their tip jar?" Onward, we've got smiles to deliver, passion-friendly and committed experience to tables to clear, and, crumbs to sweep. Each cruise seemed to feature its own unique cocktail of challenges, with each ingredient more pungent than the last. However, there was a whisper among the crew, a legend of sorts, that if you found yourself serving the mythical Sir Ripoff and his crew of freeloaders, you might as well start counting the beans in the fabled pot that always seemed to come up empty. One day, overhearing two guests mention, "Who needs to pay gratuities when smiles are given for free?" Charlie had to muster all self-control not to drop his tray and play a sad violin with it. Instead, he quipped, "Oh, dear patrons, we shall endure, for what is a cruise line without its spirited crew? A mere floating restaurant, I suspect." They laughed and added nothing to the tip. Despite the muddle, Charlie remained steadfast, knowing it takes more than a few tight-wallet sailors to dampen his spirit. As the ship rocked on, so did he, through rough seas and stingy guests, ever the jester, ever the survivor. After all, adventure did call, and he was going to pick up, if not for his wallet, then for the stories he could tell. 6,000 guest 1,000 remove grats, and I will make 18% less for guest that is not my